silk press clipping queens, grab your airflow, grab your curling iron, because your hair is about to have its most glamorous, voluminous main character moment yet. Let's just do a little bippity boppity. Okay, before we get into the actual blowout process, we need to talk about clips, okay? I love wearing clip-ins. I can take them in and out whenever I want. I can sleep in them, even though you're not supposed to. Girl, I do it, and my hair is fine. I haven't had any issues. I usually will leave them in a week at a time because I usually wash my hair every 7 days. So you do what's good for your hair, but I like to sleep in mine because taking them in and out every day is a lot. But the right set of clip-ins makes all the difference. I now have 3 sets that I rotate in and out of. Now, when my silk press is super, super fresh, I usually reach for my silky set. Talking before day 4 or 5. You guys absolutely love this set. It's from Love Me, and it's absolutely everything. They're freshly washed and air dried right now, so they are ready to install, but I need to wait until I need to wash my hair again. But these are silky smooth. I don't deal with any shedding, and it blends so beautifully with a fresh silky silk press. They are just chef's kiss. Everything is linked, so if you want multiple sets, girl, clock it. Now, once I hit day 5 and beyond, I switch over to a yaki set, which is what I have in my hair right now. I have a yaki set from Love Me as well, but right now I'm trying on a new hair brand. This set that I'm wearing right now is from Lachey Hair. Originally, it came in 22 inches, but listen, honey. I quickly remembered that I am not a ridiculously long-haired girly. I really max out at 18 to 20 inches. So I cut these down. They were like literally down to here, and I just can't handle all that. Like I need shorter hair. It's more manageable, but I did leave these longer than my Silky Love Me set. My Silky Love Me set is a little bit shorter, probably more closer to 18. So I was like, okay, when I have my yaki in, I can have a little bit longer hair and deal with it. So I've had this Lachey hair set in now for about 2 to 3 days. I am absolutely loving the thickness of this hair. It is so thick. Like, look at that ponytail just off of one side. It's amazing. I have 2 bundles in. It's so full, and the blend is absolutely stunning. The back, like, you really cannot tell where my hair is too much, which the only thing that I have been noticing about this hair is there is a little bit of shedding. But I mean, in my experience, this usually can subside over time. So I'm just gonna stay optimistic. It's not terribly bad, but it's definitely noticeable. Now, if you want to see exactly how I blend my clip-ins and how I mark them so that every reinstall lands in the perfect spot, I'll link the video somewhere on the screen. And my absolute favorite style of clip-in, invisible seamless. My silky set is invisible seamless. These, my new yaki set, is invisible seamless. They are virtually untraceable and literally look like the hair is just growing straight from the track. For a seamless blend, like, there is literally nothing better. Girl, I will always recommend you to get invisible seamless clip-ins. There is no better blend. Okay, let's get into this blowout. If you want that bouncy, full, Victoria's Secret, dramatic blowout, you have to have ultra layers in your clip-in. Here's what these clip-ins look like fresh out of the box. Very long, very thick, like, wonderful. However, a blowout is not going to hold well with bone straight hair with no layers to give it movement. I put a few layers in yesterday, but I definitely still need to do more. So I thought we could do a little bit of that together right now. First, I always find my hair. I like to just mark my layers where my natural hair kind of ends, and that's where I add the layers in. Now, what's so great about this set of hair is it's so thick, so I really can get away with short, medium, long layers. That is truly what's gonna give you that voluminous, bouncy look. So we're just gonna basically start chopping from where my hair ends. And I always like to go at an angle. Boom. Look at that. Gorgeous. And then I just pick up a piece from what I just left off, and I basically part the top half of where the clips are to determine how short I'm gonna cut this layer. Now I always try to be mindful of where my hair ends so I don't cut my hair, but because I'm cutting the first layer at where my hair ends, if I chop a little bit of it off, I really don't care. We're just gonna follow that line. Like, you see how that is the hair I just cut? So now all of this has to go. I'm gonna try to just, you know, make it not super perfect. Make it a little bit more all over the place. Gorge. Let me do this other side. Where's my hair? My hair ends here. All right, now we're really getting somewhere. It is scary, but it is so worth it, girl, because your blowout is gonna be amazing. And whenever I wear my clips, I really don't like bone straight hair, so I usually try to wear them in layers anyways. So now that I have a top layer, I already did the middle layer yesterday, so I'm gonna keep it where it's at, do my blowout now, and then figure out if I want to continue chopping. But yeah, that's how you give yourself layers. Just get the scissors, start chopping. Let's talk about priming your hair for your blowout. Heat protectant. I've been seeing all of the girlies online, all of the hair girlies online talking about how if you have wet hair, you should be using a wet heat protectant, like the one that I always use from Main and Choice. I didn't realize that I should have two different heat protectants, because if you put wet product on dry hair and then you try to put heat on that, obviously it's gonna sizzle and fry off, right? Don't want that. I still want to protect my hair. So I went and got a dry hair heat protectant. Now, it does not mean dry in the sense of like brittle and crackly, okay? It means literally not wet. So I'm going to use this one from Maine. It's called Temp Check. I got the small mini because I've never used this brand. I've never been associated with this brand. I've never heard of this brand before, but they're in Sephora, and when I asked my rep, she said to try this one. So this is a heat protectant that you use on dry hair before styling. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this all over my hair. And I'm just gonna brush it through. Using a heat protectant, especially as a straight natural, is so important. Now comes the real work: sectioning and setting. And if you're not using a volumizing mousse in your blowouts, first of all, why? This is the volumizing mousse that I use. It is by Color Wow. It is their extra large. I absolutely love this stuff, but as a straight natural, you really have to do a little bit of trickery so that your hair doesn't revert, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. Now, the way volumizing mousse works is by coating each strand of hair and then expanding it with heat. And that is what gives you that lift and that hold. It's gonna last way longer than product-free blowout. It genuinely is the secret weapon. So first I'm gonna start by sectioning off my hair. I went to Target and got a bunch of metal clips, and you're definitely gonna need these. So first let's section off the bottom. I personally like to work from bottom to top. I don't know, it just makes sense in my brain. Honestly, there's no real science to it, girl. Here's the key for us straight naturals. Girl, you gotta be quick, okay? The second that foam hits your hair, get that heat on it immediately. If you wait, your hair will start to revert, start to get frizzy, and we're just not doing that today. Now, the other thing that I wanna test out is the dry texturizing spray. It's supposed to hold down your style with weightless volume, and it also serves as another layer of heat protectant, which I absolutely love. First, we're gonna spray a small strand. So this is the key. You have to work in small sections, baby girl, okay? Small sections. I get the best results when I use a airflow device. This one is the T3 Air 360. I absolutely love it. It gets really hot. It does everything that I need it to do. I just love it. It's the best. It has 2 rods. I did a whole video looking at this in detail, so I'll link that. If you want to go check that out, go check that out. Here we go. Volumizing mousse going into the hand. You really don't need that much, just a tiny drop. Okay, get it coated on there and heat that sucker. Okay, look at that curl. Absolutely Beautiful. So now I need to make sure I get a clip on it ASAP. So we're gonna grab her and we're gonna roll her up nice and snug. And then we're gonna place the clip in the direction of the curl. Boom, just like that. That's pretty much what I'm going to do across the entirety of my head. So I got a lot of work to do, girls. Oh, literally 2 hours later, the hair is done. The most important thing, let it settle. Let it cool, curls, set. Wow. Out of 36 pins, I have 5 left over. Wow, that's a lot of pins. I'm gonna let this settle and I will be back to show you guys the results. Okay, I've let these curls sit. We're gonna spray some hairspray on her to lock all of this in. I have a really good feeling about this, you guys. This is the Color Wow Texas Hold'em hairspray. Oh my god, I can already tell this hair is gonna be amazing! All right, let's take out the pink curls, girl. You guys, I knew this was gonna be good. Ah! Okay, we just have the top left. You guys, my camera's at 2%, but look at this hair. We're gonna use Gizu, and I'll probably do an oil cocktail with Matrix Food for Soft. I think I need to turn my hair over. I'm gonna flip the hair. Oh my god, this hair is humongous. Okay, wait, let me get it together. Let me get it together. Hold on. This is freaking huge. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. This is literally what brings me joy. The mousse, the mousse really did what it was supposed to. Oh my gosh, this hair is so freaking big. So I used the volumizer. I never use a texture spray. And clearly that works. I can't even lie. I was thinking I was gonna like teach you guys how to do a blowout beautifully while I'm over here trying stuff. Girl, it works. Girl! But this is why you need layers, ladies. You need some sheen. All right, I'm gonna use Color Wow's hair sheen. You guys, this is the final look. I am speechless, honestly. Like, it is so amazing and fabulous. I just need to go do a photo shoot right now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you learned something. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite part of this blowout routine is. And until next time, remember, stay chic, stay fabulous, and stay fierce. Deuces. So dramatic and fabulous. I love it.